in the Epstein files, they're getting they're getting prosecuted for being in the Epstein files. But here in America, whoever's in the Epstein files, they just continue to rule the country. How do you feel about that? Because I think, what is his name, Prince George?
It's the myth of the lost cause. We went around San Antonio for days and going, there's something cursed about this place. And I know it's a lie, right? It's the lie that why people are selling themselves about this place and what it actually is, whenever this place was built on the backs of free immigrant labor, of free black labor. Right?
I'd do one better. You know, this spot right here where you're walking on, we found Native American bones.
Yeah.
This is a Native American burial ground. Right. Now, how would you feel? How would they feel if we went to over there to where the Civil War happened, right? Where those people are buried at, and we dug that up and just put a mural or a tourist spot all over.
Money here, like it.
Right. Right. Like it's just like it's no tomorrow.
Right.
But you know what? You want to know something about God? It ain't going to be no tomorrow for this place here.
That's right.
Thus saith the Lord. The Lord is going to destroy this place. That's thus saith God. Have you ever heard about that in the Bible? About the World War III and the destruction that's coming? The Lord calls this place here, America, is going to be the lake of fire.
That's right.
It's going to be a blaze. Why? Because here is where they lynched and they killed blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The Israelites, the Lord's chosen people, are right here in front of you, and they lynched and killed these people here.
But they're telling themselves they're owed this land.
Right. How do they owe this land? They're thieves because they stole it. Right? They're murderers because they murdered the people on this land. Right? And they destroyed the people they destroyed the Lord's people here on this land. You want to know how they destroyed them? They put drugs in our neighborhood, the abortion clinics in our neighborhood. Right? The DEI was destroying our people. Right? They lynched our people. Right? They put Nazi movement in our neighborhood. They're doing all types of evil in our neighborhoods to kill blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans because they don't want us to succeed. And then when we come out here and we tell blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to get off the drugs, to stop gang banging and killing each other and come together and love each other, they tell us that we're racist.
Well, it's like Kendrick says. This is the world, Kendrick Lamar. This is the world that people were born into. People karma. People don't even choose to be white and be evil and horrible. People don't choose the demons that live in them.
That's the insidious part about it.
That's the insidious part about it.
That it becomes so normal.
Listen. No, listen to me.
Every day.
We just listen to you, so this is important.
No, I'm listening. I'm just telling
up a little bit, change the way you're thinking, at least look at the way you're thinking, right? This world is not supposed to be this way. People are too afraid to look at themselves because I think a lot fucking more people realize how fucking I think it takes a lot more fucking people like what y'all are doing, like who really talk to people and say this shit is fucked up.
And it doesn't matter
because it wants to be the global hegemonic power, and it's known this for decades and fucking decades. There's a reason that we try to put military bases in every fucking American country in the mid. That here is not enough to destroy the people who are on the bottom. We need to go all around the world and own this fucking place. And we've convinced enough fucking world leaders that that's worthwhile, that that's true, that that's right. So there's enough people here that go, well, that's right. That's what it is. And so it takes people who actually go, wake the fuck up. You are not better than anybody else.
You know what you should do?
What?
You should start a podcast and tell Donald Trump that.
I'm down.
That's what you should do. You should tell Donald Trump that. You should tell. Can I ask your ethnicity if I could?
I mean, I have Norwegian roots. I'm white as fuck. I have Norwegian roots. Yeah.
I'm white. I have actually, my grandmother was Lebanese, so I'm not like, tied to that culture a lot, but I'm white.
I understand. Well, that's what y'all should do. Y'all should take that, right? And y'all should go tell Donald Trump that, right? And then you should send all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans over here so they can learn their real culture and their true identity, and we can gather ourselves together, right?
I think you're right.
But look, you got the
Because I think the other thing too is that like it is that. Go ahead, sorry.
That's born in, right? Well, we're here, so our grandkids and our kids don't be born into a world like this, right?
Agreed.
The world that they're going to be born into, they're going to be rulers of the world to come. That's right. The Bible. Go ahead.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 9.
Right.
Before the end of the world.
Esau is a so-called white man. He's the end of the world. He's going to end the world with all this nuclear thermal fire and things like that. You know, sharks are on the endangered species list. I don't know who the hell is hunting a shark, but you know, it's on the endangered species list. I can tell you one thing: it's not my people.
Right.
My people ain't hunting sharks. My people's not hunting killer whales. It's not. They're not. I'm sorry, it's not happening. Go ahead.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
You know who's coming to rule the next? Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. That's who Jacob is. Jacob's name was changed to Israel, and Israel had descendants, 12 sons, and those 12 tribes are right here in front of you today. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are the rulers, the future rulers of the earth. Right? And when we rule, there will be no more homelessness. There will be no more poverty. There will be no more kids hungry, right? Because we would rule with righteousness and just, and we will feed kids. You know what I mean? Right now, there's white people that's homeless, and Donald Trump is living in he got Trump Towers they can go live in, and the Catholic Church they can go live in, but they don't want to let them live there. Why not? This Catholic Church here take up half the block. How come they won't let them live in there? Because they're evil rulers and evil people, and they must be stopped.
Right. It's class warfare too.
Right.
It's not just you don't look the same as me. It's I don't want you to think you're anything like me.
But they're letting their own people be homeless.
No, I know, yeah.
They're letting their own people be homeless.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's why when people come up to us when we're out giving food and giving clothes, and they come up to us, we don't turn them away because they're white. What we say is, oh, here you go, man. You need something to eat? Here you go. Go ahead. Because we are better than our Donald Trump. We're better than the rulers that rule now. We're better rulers. And when we rule, all this oppression and all this hurt and stuff, it won't happen. We won't put drugs in someone's neighborhood so they can destroy themselves. We won't. We won't do it. They're going to serve, all right, but we're not going. They're not going to serve with. They're going to serve, but they're not going to serve. We're going to rule them, but we're not going to rule in evilness. We're going to rule in justice.
I love your message, and I think it's true, and it resonates with me. And I'm really glad that you're here today sharing it.
Right. Okay. So
I feel I have to say. A sense of dogmatic nature here from you. As Satx, it's the people who believe what you believe versus the people who don't. And I think there's something incorrect there. I think it's too simple to say now the people who have the spiritual, the good karma are going to get in power and they're going to do the right things, unlike the white people who did the wrong things.
Right.
You ever seen Lord of the Rings? When you get the ring,
I'm blanking on it, but yeah, I think.
When you get the ring, when you have that power, it's different. Life hits you different, and that's on purpose. And that's on purpose. I agree. But when you're given that, but when you're right, whenever Black, Hispanics, and Natives take over this country and because I believe you, I resonate with that. You know, I feel like that was a spiritual download I just got.
Right.
I also think that it's going to become with challenges that you can't see, and it's going to take destroying your own ego and your own thinking of what it's going to be like.
Now,
I just want to make sure before I trust you that you're someone that can hear something.
Now, I understand that you can trust me, right? But guess what? I can't trust you because you're not the first white people that have coming over here and been nice and want to be cool to say, I believe you. And then when I turn around, they want to hit me upside my head.
I fully agree.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So we shake hands and then as soon as we turn around, they're putting drugs in our neighborhood.
But how could you believe?
Huh?
I don't think that it dies from us just staying. Listen to me.
This is how
You're not listening, sir.
No. You asked the good question. You said, how would I trust you? How can I believe you?
But I haven't finished my question.
But I have the answer for you already.
You don't know my question yet.
No, I have the answer for you on how I can trust you, because I can't trust you until an act of humility is made.
Right.
Because of yes, on your part, on your people's part. You dig what I'm saying?
Sure, I hear you, and I'm so it's super unfortunate, and I'm sorry that You cannot have relationships with white people because of this history. I am sorry.
We can have relationships with white people, but first they have to have an act of humility so we can trust them.
Right. What would an act of humility look like here for?
It looks like to God.
To God.
Isaiah 50, 49 and 23. Now this is what this is from the Lord. This is how the Lord tells us to apologize.
I was reading some Isaiah the other day, so I'm ready. I'm ready to listen.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 49, verse 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers,
Right? Go ahead.
and their queens thy nursing mothers.
Right? At one point in time, right, we're the kings and the queens of the earth, right? So the Lord says, the Israelites, right? We're supposed to be ruling the earth under Christ, right? So at one point in time, we had to nurse and nurse your children during captivity at times, right? We were that
You mean everything to me because I know you mean everything to Christ. And Christ means everything to me.
I called on the Lord. I said, "Man, Father, this is real. Will you watch over them? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you called for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they will follow the law, they doing it. You said under your house side they ought to love one another, and they doing it.
First off, I want to thank God. Thank the Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. Keep y'all guards up. Let you know we ride with you. And let me say one more thing. If you don't like your Christian pastor stealing all your tithes money, buying new houses, buying new cars, new jets, locking the doors on you and storing you for money, come to the UPK. Here in the UPK, your tithes money is not going to be misused. It's going to be used for the right things in the community for Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans all over the earth. All over the earth. Israel, pay your tithes to Commanding General Yohana and the UPK, man. Pay your tithes. Go to isupk.com and you click that tithes and donation button and you pay your tithes to Commanding General Yohana, the only man on the earth doing real work in the community. Then I apologize to her. Clap it up. Sometimes it take that. Then she understood, but then she she understood. Then the white lady came around, and then when the white lady came back around, everything, the demon came back. It's just like with everything, bro. Like with everything, it's like we out here casting out demons and we out here doing our thing, right? And then people start to learn, but then the devil wakers way back in and they get way back to sleep. You know what I mean? That's why it's important that people keep coming to class and keep getting counsel and keep calling and keep asking about scriptures, and so we can keep dispelling that demon and that system out of them. You know what I mean? But it would never. But it won't happen without prayer, fasting, and the knowledge of it. Right? You do what I'm saying? That's what Paul said. Paul said he died daily because he wanted to not doing the things that he wish that he. Dang, how'd it go? He died daily doing the things that he wished that he not do or something like that. Yeah, because he wanted to do some things, but he just couldn't do it because it's against the law. So he's like, I want to go do it. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to do it because And that's what the argument yesterday was about with the I don't know if he was a brother because he wouldn't tell us his nationality. You dig what I'm saying? But he was like, I'm Mexican. I said, okay, you Mexican from native descent? No, it's like the little he looked Asian a little bit, but he wasn't Asian. Yeah, that one. Yeah. He wouldn't tell us. You dig what I'm saying? That's why we was trying to tell him, like, bro, you like we don't sin, so therefore we're perfect. You sin. He do look like a brother, but then you never know really because his daddy could be a Spaniard, Lebanese. I thought Shakira was our people for the longest, and you know what I mean. But I said, dang, that's crazy. Yeah, she not the Negroes. I almost got more crazy with that one. All right, look, we're gonna get into it. All right, shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatham to all the brothers, Yahweh Shamar Lathah by Shem Yahweh Shah to all the sisters with the ISUPK. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. All right, we've been teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans the truth of the Bible since 1969. All right, this is the Sunday scripture breakdown class. Right, we taking all questions. Anybody have a question? If you have a question, let it be known. Any question. You know what I mean? I remember one time I was watching when I first came into truth, I was watching Captain Mashak, you know what I mean? One of them old videos. And he came out there to camp. He said, we taking all questions. And I got you. And the dude said, why did the white man go to the moon? You dig what I'm saying? He said, oh, okay, that's your question? He said, give me. And I sit there for a little bit. I said, wait. That's in there? I was new in the truth. You know what I'm talking about? When he said, why? Like you gotta be kidding me. That's in there? Yes. But why did the white man go to the moon? Okay, well, this the answer. Damn. You feel me? That's how I knew. I said, oh, this the place to be. You know what I mean? Like in the 80s. It's the place to be. You know what I mean? Wicked. Okay, what real talk. In the place to be, busy bee. Go ahead.
Shalom, Lord in Christ.
Hey, Lord in Christ. All right.
I got a question, like, and it's really for self for understanding. Basically, like, I think what I'm battling with is you never know if you're doing enough until that day. But like, how do you decompress your mind as a trooper on finding the balance? Like, basically, like, when they say be perfect, like, one thing about me is, like, I try to go to the fullest potential of being perfect.
Right.
So, but also I'm in an oppressed world, so I beat myself up when I start thinking about, like, anything outside the truth. You know, and when I say anything outside the truth, like having a substantial living, you know, to where, you know, I could have my family, I could, you know, and have a balance. But how do you decompress when you've been on go like 11 months? You've been on go, like, and that's, you know, you realizing, like, all right, I'm still a man and I still gotta go to the next step. Like, how do you start without getting not necessarily discouraged, but it's like either I think about it inside or I'm thinking about it, you know, outside, and I'm trying to find a balance.
About being in the truth and like going to work and things like that. All right, so first thing I'm gonna tell you is I don't want to say Rome wasn't built in a day, but the Lord's kingdom ain't built in a day, right? So anything that you do, it takes time, right? So the one thing that you want to keep doing is you want to strive for what the Lord wants, right? But then you can also keep striving at what you need, right? And anything that you do, right? As long as you keep the Lord first, it's gonna prevail. It's gonna get there. Because you ever heard when Christians say the Lord ain't always there when you call him, but he always right on time. That's it. That's absolutely true, because the Lord knows before you hit rock bottom, the Lord knows, like, okay, I'm gonna step right in and do my magic, do my work. You know what I'm talking about? He gonna step right in, do your work, and you're gonna be like, damn, I was almost out of there, but I'm not. You know what I'm talking about? And it's gonna make you appreciate the Lord more. You do what I'm saying? But as in trying to be perfect, right? We don't try to be perfect to a world standard. We just trying to be perfect to the Lord. Now, do you know what being perfect to the Lord is? Right. Following the law, statutes, and commandments is being perfect to the Lord. That's absolutely correct. So you being blameless to the Lord, right, is always going to have the Lord on your side. You know what I mean? Because one thing we do got to understand. So give me Ecclesiasticus 12:6, and then you give me Proverbs 19. I think it's Proverbs 19:7. Is it Proverbs 19:7? Hold on. I think it is Proverbs 19:7. Let me see.
Yeah. It gotta be. No. No. Oh,
8. Yeah, and then so Proverbs 9:8, 19:8, and then Psalms, so Proverbs 19:8, and then Psalms 19:7. Both of those. You give me what you got.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners.
Right. So being perfect is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, right? And then sinning, breaking the law, statutes, and commandments is sinning, right? And then the scripture just said the Most High hateth sinners, right? And of course, you don't want the Most High to hate you, right? Because you in the truth. If you wanted the Most High to hate you, you would have stayed outside of these doors doing whatever you was doing. You know what I mean? Sinning. But now you in here and you not sinning, right? The Lord is looking upon you and He's pleased. But you still got work to do. You dig what I'm saying? So the Lord is like, okay, keep on going, and I'm gonna give you everything you need. Keep on going. I'm gonna give you everything you need. Keep going on that.
And will repay vengeance unto the ungodly.
Right. Will repay vengeance unto the ungodly. So you coming in here, you're trying to get the good judgment of the Lord, not the vengeance, right? Everybody else is getting the vengeance, right? And that's gonna go with that first precept I told you about, Proverbs 19:8.
This book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 8. He that getteth wisdom loveth his own soul.
Right. You feel me? You that get wisdom, because the wisdom of the Lord is the law, statutes, and commandments in the Bible, right? You getting that wisdom, you love your soul, right? Not getting a job working for the oppressor, but working for the Lord and getting that wisdom, love is his own soul. Keep going.
He that keepeth understanding shall find good.
Right. So if you keep that understanding, you will find the good. You feel me? You will find the good. You will find your job, your wife, kids, everything. The Lord know what you need. The Lord know what you want. You know what I'm talking about? Officer Tazadak always tells me, he said, how many times do you pray and ask for it? You know what I mean? The Bible says, if you ask of me, I will give to thee. You dig what I'm saying? So like, but it's not going to be an overnight thing. It's not going to be like, you know what I mean? It's not going to be a magical. You dig what I'm saying? It comes over time. You dig what I'm saying? It comes over time. And once you get into that place where you can get a rib, or you can get your job, and you can get everything that you want, the Lord is going to maneuver everything right into place. You're gonna be like, whoops. You know what I mean? Hey, you dig what I'm saying? Now give me the that's it on that, right? Give me the Psalms 19:7. Because we look for being perfect outside of these doors, right? When we come into the truth, we have to look up what's perfect to God, to the Most High. That makes sense, right? Give me what you got. This is being perfect to the Most High.
This book of Psalms, chapter 19, verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect.
Is what?
The law of the Lord is perfect.
Oh my goodness, the law of the Lord is perfect. You know what I mean? You know, when we talk about keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and somebody come up and say, "Oh, you can't keep all the law, boy." You is you can't be perfect. Only Christ is perfect. Look, all I know is the law, statutes, and commandments are perfect. You can't find any fault with the law, statutes, and commandments. If you find fault with the law, statutes, and commandments, there's something wrong with you. Right? That means you want to break one of the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. Go ahead.
The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul.
Right.
The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
Right. You do want that? Does that make sense to you about the making wise the simple? See, what we want, there's simplicity in Christ, right? We want to be perfect to everything outside of these walls, and to God. Can't do that. Can't do that. You know what I mean? You could be either perfect to the Lord, or you can be perfect to them out there gangbanging and things like that. You dig what I'm saying? You can be perfect to the Lord and serving him and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, or you can be perfect out there breaking it. There's no in between. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So when you want to focus on in here, when you focus in here, that'll give you everything you need out there. Does that make sense? That's the balance.
So that's what I'm asking.
Right.
I mean, he'll give it to me too, yeah.
Right.
So I need, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I know my heart and my intentions are right, and something pops up to where it's like, man, this right in front of you, drop right in your lap.
Right.
Like, I don't want to deny it no more.
Don't deny it. That's why you get the counsel.
Yeah.
That's why you have men above you to go get the counsel from. You dig what I'm saying? And I think what you're talking about is you got the counsel already. You got the right counsel. You're just worried about, like, if you go do that, then you're not gonna be here, so you're not gonna be focused on the Lord type deal.
I mean, I've been through in my face,
Uh-huh.
and then behind my back, and not saying this truth, I'm learning.
Right.
Just like y'all learning me.
Right.
So my thing is, like, my spirit is in the truth, like,
right.
But I also know I'm not at my full potential because I know the type of brother I am when I'm level. Like,
yeah, balanced.
I know how I come.
Right. So what I would say is, whatever counsel you get, follow that counsel to the T. Follow that counsel. Follow that counsel. Because that's what the counsel is. That's what the counsel is used for. You feel me? So if they tell you to do it, to do that, then go do it. Follow the counsel to the T. If they tell you, you know what I mean, raise your right arm, put your left arm down, and do like this 10 times. That's what you do. You dig what I'm saying? Because when you go against that, now we're going to be going against what the Lord has set up. Right. Right. And everything's going to be a battle. Like, life is a fight. You dig what I'm saying? You had to fight to get into these walls. You got to fight to stay in here. You know what I mean? When you get a wife, you're going to have to fight that. You know what I mean? You're going to get kids. You're going to have kids. You're going to have to fight them. You know what I'm talking about? Like, everything's a fight. You're never going to not have a fight. But one thing about it is, you know what I mean? Let God be true and every man a liar. You dig what I'm saying? So when you battling and when you fighting, as long as you fighting with the Lord's with the Lord's words or with what the Lord said, and on the Lord's side, everything that's trying to fight against you is going to go by the wayside, bro. It ain't even gonna be a battle. You feel me? You feel me? Family, friends, no matter what. Hey, I'm serving the Lord. If you ain't want to get down with that, then you can go do whatever. But I'm still here for you. You know, I love you. You know what I'm talking about? But I mean, I'm where I'm at because this is better for me. You dig what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to be a little selfish. You know what I'm talking about? I know it's hard to leave your family behind and everything like that, but sometimes you got to be a little selfish because if being a gang member for your family wasn't working out, but you come in here and you serve the Lord, you know what I mean, and that's working out the best for you, then there it is. You know what I mean? Who is them to say that God was wrong to bring you in this place? Did that answer your question? No sweat. I got you. Any more questions? Any more questions online? Any questions online? Y'all can type them in the chat.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yep.
Can you be more specific when you say you gotta fight your kid, you gotta fight your wife?
When we say fight, like fight your wife, it's not like a physical fight. It's just a battle. It's just a battle. It might be a battle of the minds. It might be a battle for what you want in the house, what they want in the house. You know what I mean? But every battle is not like a contentious. Sometimes the battle is letting your wife choose. You know what I mean? Is instead of being like, okay, this is what I want for dinner. Oh no, babe, whatever you got is good. Whatever you make is good. That's the battle we're talking. That's a battle we're talking about.
How is that a battle?
It's not a battle with your wife. It's a battle with okay, so one thing I was always taught, it's like you don't look at it as a battle, but we look at it as a battle. You dig what I'm saying? See, like, because men are warriors and women are not warriors, it's not an understanding, you don't understand the battle of it. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I can have in my house, I can have whatever I want because it's mine. It's my house, right? I make the rules. I do this, I do that, right? But one thing I was always taught was like, if your wife's not sinning, let her have control of it. You know, you dig what I'm saying? Like, if she wants to bring Christmas into the house, then now it's a, hey, what we doing? No, we ain't doing that. We ain't bringing Christmas into the house. But if it's like, what you gonna eat for dinner, babe, whatever you choose to make for dinner, I'm gonna eat it.
But that's my thing, though. That's not really a battle or a fight. It's like a
that's what
compromise, or the word you're using is like war. Like going to war over food. That's not
it's not going. Sense. But what I'm saying is, it's not going to war. And see, that's why I said that men look at battle different than women. Like if you're warring, right, going up against something, right, and then like let's say you got two flanks on the outside and the middle, right. Sometimes in the middle you give a little bit to outflank the outside. It's a give and take. You dig what I'm saying? You don't look at it as a battle, but we look at it as a battle because like we're warriors. You don't look at it as a battle because you're not a warrior. So it's not a contentious battle. It's never contentious. You understand what I mean? I know, I understand.
Nah, I think, no, I mean, I got what you were saying. Like, I kind of like I understand. You know, it really was like an analogy,
right?
So it wasn't the direct contents of war, but it's an analogy. Like when
it's the art of war.
Yeah, the art. Like when we think about war, you know, war brings like strategy. Like you have to think like like if it's a compromise or if it's anything of a settlement or anything like that, that's not a is to me like I wouldn't get it, because it's like now it's just basically like it's not in a judgment, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I understand.
Yeah, you understand. I understand. Cap, you understand. We're gonna understand because we're men. We battle. You know what I mean? When we go into a battle, like if we battle anybody with scriptures, we have to understand what they're gonna do, what they're gonna bring out, and we're gonna be like have to really counter it at the same time. So we know how to. You know what I mean? We fight. So we know how to slip, take a punch, counter. You know what I mean?
Cause we want to gain respect. We're about respect.
Right. And it's more like picking your battles basically, or picking what situation you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, this is what I want for dinner, or picking a situation or be like, what happened? Come here, bring him here. Come here. What's wrong? What's going on with you, bro? What's going on, bro? You all right? You tripping? Come on, man. Sit up here and act right, bro. What's going on with you? Put your shirt down, all right? You good? Come on, pound it. All right, is there any more? But that does that understand? It's more like it's not a battle. Yeah, it's more like strategy. It's like chess. But war is not also always physical. War is not always physical, and it's not always a battle, and it's not always a fight. Sometimes you just have to war with being quiet. Yeah, no. Just sometimes you have to see it's not physical. Sometimes you and your wife might be like, y'all might be arguing, and you be like, what am I even arguing about? And then you just be quiet, and you be like I'm not finna argue with you because you're right. Yeah, it's strategy. Like, what am I even gonna argue about and disrupt the peace in the house when you're correct? You good? You right? And then go about your business. All right, you know what I mean? Like, you feel me? You really, a man really ain't gonna win an argument with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, women like to argue. Men ain't gonna win no argument with a woman unless we coming out the Bible with scriptures. You said what? Yeah. The general tell us don't argue with you. Yeah, I got to go out here and fight. I got to go out here and argue. I got to go out here and argue with like yesterday. We was arguing with everybody, white people, our people. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so real talk. So why would I even have to why would I have to come home and argue with you unless you're sinning? Unless you bringing Christmas into the house and Thanksgiving and B-days, and then now I got to be like, all right, let's armor up for these scriptures. You dig what I'm saying? And that's why I tell brothers. Remember, I tell brothers all the time, like, I mean, you can marry a woman in the world, but I mean, then you got to argue about Christmas. I don't know why you want to argue about Christmas. We already got to argue with everybody else about Christmas. And now you're gonna go home and argue with your wife about Christmas. What happened? Oh yeah. Yeah. Shout out to the donkey. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What's up? It's a car. Woo woo. You all right, son? Okay, that was good. All right, Caviar, what you got, bro?
Oh, it's like I got a question. And hello.
Nah, they all right. They okay. They all right. Okay. Cap always said it's better for them to make noise in the back than to not being here at all. Let them make noise, whatever. As long as y'all not out there tearing shit up. Tear up the Lord's house. The Lord ain't tripping.
I got a question in 1 Samuel 9:2. I'm reading this whole book, right? This whole story.
You ready to get down? Okay, you want to stay up here? All right, my boy. You good?
So when it was talking about King Saul, or like in 1 Samuel 9:2, it says, I had a question of what does it mean by like he is higher than anybody from the shoulders and upward? Like he just looked good, or like he was just wise?
1 Samuel 9:2.
Go on. So remember they was looking for a king at the time, and then the people wanted a king.
of Israel a goodlier person than he. From his shoulders and upward he was higher than any of the people and the asses. Start at verse 1.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 9, and verse 1. Now there was a man of Benjamin whose name was Kish.
Right. So now we got the tribe he's gonna come from, right? Benjamin and Kish. Who's Kish? Let's see who Kish is. Go ahead.
The son of Abel, the son of Zeror, the son of Bechorath, the son of Alpheel, a Benjamite, a mighty man of power.
Okay, so now we know that he's a Benjamite, right? It gave his lineage, like we always do. You know, we always give our lineage. We come up here to read this for the Sabbath service. We give our registry, our lineage, right? So it gave his lineage, so that way he ain't just just nobody out of nowhere. He got a lineage. You dig what I'm saying? So then now he got a lineage. Now he's a man of power, a Benjamite, right? So it's letting you know it ain't no regular common. You know what I mean? He's somebody with a man of respect, a man of renown, right? Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 2. And he had a son whose name was Saul.
Okay.
A choice young man.
A what?
A choice young man.
What does that mean?
It was like a good brother, like a prince, or like someone who's like pretty much goes after his father.
No. That means he's the one that his father chooses. Like okay, I have 3 sons. And maybe not the favorite, just maybe the middle son is the one that's always, you know what I mean? He's the one that surprised you, like, son, that was a good thought. I didn't even think of that. All right. So he's the one he chooses, like, all right, so now we know that the firstborn son's a hothead. Secondborn son is more level-headed, and the thirdborn son is like a little baby. You know, it's all crybaby. So the second son, all right, son, come here. This is what I want you to do. I want you to make sure your older brother don't go crazy, and I want you to make sure that your younger brother he toughens up. All right, because so you the level-headed one. So you the one that I choose. You know what I mean? You dig what I'm saying? He's a choice son, right? Go ahead.
And a goodly, and there was none among the children of Israel a goodlier person than he.
There was nobody among the children of Israel that was a better person than him. He was a great person. At one point in time, Saul was a great person. The Lord loved him. The Lord put his spirit upon Saul. Right? Go ahead.
From his shoulders and upward, he was higher than any of the people.
What does that mean?
He just looked good. Bro.
What's above your shoulders? What's in your head?
Wisdom. So he had more wisdom than any other people.
More wisdom, more knowledge, more understanding. All of that. That answer your question?
Okay, yeah.
Sometimes when we read the Bible, we have to just remember it's talking about it's your people. You know what I'm talking about? So you gotta think like slang. You gotta think slang. You gotta talk like you talking on the street. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah, like you feel me? Then it's gonna get into the ashes and what Saul did with the ashes for his father and all that. All right. Any more questions? I know you got a question. It's probably like Pringles or something. What's Funyuns? What's going on?
So you remember, because I was reading that whole verse. You remember, like because they had taken the Ark of the Covenant. You remember when they
get down, go play.
They was given I guess like a sacrifice, pretty much like the heathen. They were given like a peace offering.
I'm gonna let you hold on one second. I'm gonna let you go. Don't. You're gonna fall. Whatever.
So like when the heathen they took the Ark of the Covenant, they were given like a peace offering, and it I guess it worked. Like I was wondering, so that does that mean like the heathen can come and give peace offerings pretty much to the priest to be able to, like, I guess pretty much
The heathen's gonna give peace offering,
yeah, like
or tribute.
or that too, but like no, because like in First Samuel they were given peace offering because I guess what they had done, they had taken the Ark of the Covenant and the Lord was destroying them, so they brought back peace offerings with the Ark of the Covenant back to Israel.
Yeah,
but like they can give pretty much peace offerings, pretty much to like for things that they do to us.
Oh yeah, yeah. Alms is like alms tribute. You do what I'm saying? And then they brought back what they took. Like we did. I apologize. I did not know. You know what I'm talking? If I took this from y'all, the Lord was going to do this. You know what I mean? Like you got it, bro. You got it. Like I'm gonna ask you a question. So we went in captivity, right, with the oppressor, right? And the oppressor, it was the Lord that brought the captivity to us, right? Because we did wrong towards the Lord, right? Now the oppressor took it overboard, right? The oppressor took it overboard and start lynching us and stripping our names from us and giving us the wrong understanding of our God and all types of craziness, right? Now, if the Lord would have just kept it simple, I mean, not the Lord, but if the oppressor would have just kept it simple, right? And was like, all right, man, y'all gonna serve us, but look, y'all the Israelites, man, and y'all need to go back to y'all God, but y'all gonna serve us for a little bit because it's the, you know what I mean, and not put all the pain and strife and struggle and killing and all of that on us. You think the Lord would take it easy on how he punished him, right? Because our God he's a just God. You know what I mean? That's why that like, do you ever hear like how many Japhetic nations is the Lord beefing with in the Bible? I still have yet to hear a Japhetic nation like you Hawaiians is going down. Samoans, you out of there when I get back. No, you know what I mean? Never heard it. I'm like, you feel me? Because they like, what have they done to the nation of Israel?
It's so heavy because I got a chance to spend like 5 years around Samoans up there in Alaska,
right?
And like they cool with us, like it ain't no, like, and I come to find out, so the natives in Alaska not our natives.
Nah, the
And
Eskimos, right?
But
they're Japhetic.
Yeah, but you could tell, like, like they move different. Like the natives up there move different from natives like I've seen in South Carolina or North Carolina, like,
right?
Yeah.
It's almost like Africans, right? I mean, the Lord put like we went through oppression too, right? We went through what do you call it? I'm about to say apartheid. We went through segregation and we went through racism and stuff like that. But they was going through that too, like apartheid and stuff in South Africa. They was going through racism and stuff too with the white people, right? Africans, like in South Africa, they was going through it too, right? But see, the problem was that they knew who we were, right? And they still sold us into captivity. They knew who. What y'all do? What happened? He did something. I don't believe him. He did something. It's all right. It's all right. Next question. Right. It's more about the Africans, like when they oppressed the children of Israel. Now the Lord got to get their get back. Now the Lord, like, what? Who did what to who? Okay, it's on and popping now. You do what I'm saying? Like, and the Lord don't forget. The Lord don't forget. The Lord remember everything. The Lord be like, I remember you, and the Lord can see who you was in your past life. I don't know who you was in your past life, but the Lord's like, yeah, you that same one. You was that same one. I remember you. You remember you told you his name was Yasha Chaabar. And you told him his name was James, and you beat Yasha Chaabar out of him. I remember you. Yeah, you know what I mean? The Lord gonna see that.
It's crazy that you said that right before I asked my question, because my question is about past lives. So we all know that
You gotta speak louder. They can hear you on the what's name. I can't hear you.
It's about past lives.
Evil? So rude. Yeah, I thought he probably bought you the bag of chips. No, he didn't.
So like you said,
Yeah, he did. He did buy you the bag of chips. What's yours is his. Yes, Lord. Go ahead.
So we all know that we all have past lives, and the Bible does talk about how who Christ was in his past life. So my question is, Christ remembered who he was.
No, he didn't.
In his past life.
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay. So like, how do we know who
We
he
don't.
was in his past? So
How do we know who he was in his past life?
Because you said Christ doesn't know who he was in his past life.
He no, I didn't say he doesn't know. I said he didn't know.
So he didn't know. Okay. How did we end up knowing
Who he was?
Right. Like how did we end up knowing who he was in his past life?
Because we started reading the Bible.
Yes, but the Bible is also written by men.
Right.
And how did these men know who he was in his past life if when Christ was here, that Yahushua didn't know who he was in his past life?
He didn't know, but then he started reading the Bible and he was like, oh, this talking about me.
So he did know.
No, he didn't. But then he read the Bible. He started reading the Bible, and everything that the prophets was talking about in the old times about Christ, somebody coming and dying on the cross for his sin, for the sins of the people, right? And things like that. He was like, oh, what is it talking about me?
So after he read the Bible.
Yes.
So he did know.
He didn't know, but then he read the Bible and then he knew. He started learning.
So the Bible says who Christ was in his past life.
Absolutely.
Christ came here.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
How come
the whole Bible is written of Christ.
How come we can't remember who we are in our past? Like, if I was to tell
because you've been destroyed. Did you ever sin?
No.
Yes, you did.
Labaya hasn't sinned.
No, I'm talking about before you was that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Christ never sinned, even when he was not Christ, the Christ. He never sinned, not once. He was perfect forever.
So if you sin, then you're not going to remember your past life.
Well, you was just born in captivity. Well, I mean,
right. So we can learn who we are.
Like you can learn, of course, you're gonna learn who Labia is, but you can't learn who you was in the before time until Christ comes and he's gonna open that. Like, nigga, John didn't even know who he was until Christ was like, well, this guy right here is Elijah.
But John was a sinner.
No, he wasn't.
Didn't John the Baptist send people after Christ?
Yeah, but I mean, what is a sin?
A wrongdoing.
No, that's not what a sin is. A sin is a breaking of God's laws.
Is it against God's law to send someone after your own brother?
He just sent somebody. He sent somebody to go kill him. He just didn't follow Christ. John was out there doing priest things and baptizing people. Yeah, we just broke it down yesterday at camp. That's why I'm finna get into it right now. So John wasn't a sinner until he started not following Christ. He wasn't. But I'm talking about before that. You said he was a sinner. John the Baptist wasn't a sinner. John the Baptist was the greatest of all prophets until until Christ came, and he didn't follow Christ. Even when Christ came, John was still following Christ until Christ said, eat my body and drink my blood. And then he was like, he was in prison already.
When did Christ tell him about his past life? Was that
When he baptized him, John the Baptist baptized Christ or put Christ in the water.
that was before or after the whole eat my?
That was before. That was when Christ first came on the scene at 30, around the age of 30. He died at 33, but he was around the age of 30. Hold on.
All these people out here.
No, go ahead.
So all these children and women and men talking about who they was in their past life, they're lying or
Yes. Yes. There's no known of former things. I'm looking for the scripture.
unless you're told by God himself. And then you'll know.
Yeah, they can hear her on the mic. They just can't hear her. We just can't hear her. I can't hear her because it's not going through the speakers loud, but they can hear her in class. Ecclesiastes 1:11.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 11. There is no remembrance of former things.
Right? You listen to this? So he said there's no remembrance of former things. Who wrote Ecclesiastes? Well, who's speaking in Ecclesiastes? Because this is a scribe that wrote it, but who's speaking?
It's like you, sir, is King Solomon, right?
King Solomon. Who's King Solomon?
That's Christ, sir.
No, yeah, but run King Solomon down to me.
King Solomon is the wisest man in
ever lived.
Yeah.
The wisest man that ever lived. King Solomon is saying this. Go ahead.
There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after.
Right. There's no remembrance of former things. And then next year, when you die and come back again, you're not going to remember who you was. You're not going to remember who Labiah was. Only way you're going to remember it is by reading it in the Bible. The new Bible. Yeah, I mean, the new records. You know what I mean? You can be like, oh, snap, the New Testament. Yeah. You feel me? And it's probably not even going to be a book. It's going to be video. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all gonna be looking at all the camp videos and be like, y'all talking about all the when you go to the food and clothing drives, like, oh snap. You know what I'm talking about? Like, who is that? She's pretty. You know what I mean? Yeah, she was pretty. Yeah, and go on about your business because you're not gonna remember.
Wow. Okay. The water, sir.
No sweat. No sweat.
Oh wait. Actually, I'll ask you.
Ask it. Ask it. Yeah, I mean, you can, but I mean, you don't want the answer. This is a scripture breakdown class. You can ask whatever you want to ask. Okay. I get it. We can ask after class. Any more questions? All right. Okay, so oh, you got another question? Okay. Hey, give me Proverbs 31:1.
I was gonna say we probably be reading about ourselves every day and don't even know it.
We are reading about yourself, bro. Yeah. Okay, so one time I was new in the truth, right? I'm gonna share a story with you. I was new in the truth, right? And I was at camp. We was at camp, and I'm sitting there. I'm thinking, I was like, and Christ was talking about how the brothers, how the people left Christ when he started talking about eat my blood and drink my blood and eat my flesh, and people started leaving them. And I said, Christ said, so they seen them turn water into wine, bring what's the name back from the dead, and then they still left them. He said, yeah. I said, man, I don't think I can do that. That nigga said, That was you, fool. I said, oh, I said, that's crazy. Never thought about it. Never thought about it like that. Somebody could be Judas. Somebody right now could be John the Baptist. In here, in the school, being a great man. We would never know. We would never know until Christ come back and be like, nigga, that was Judas. That's John the Baptist. We would never know. You know what I mean? And that's excellent, because imagine if Judas was in here, right, doing work, the great work, bringing all the tribes together and all that, but then he knew he was Judas in his past life. That would mess his mind up. He would have fallen countenance, and he wouldn't be doing all that work that he's doing. You know what I mean? He'd be like, damn, I was Judas. He'd be feeling all bad about it and stuff like that. But and imagine if we knew he was Judas. Wouldn't we be looking at him like, nigga, I don't trust you. We will always not trust him because of what he did 10 lives ago. You know what I'm saying? I can't trust you. 10 lives ago you did this. That's how we would be. That's how we would be acting. So it's great that I don't know him as Judas. I probably know him as Chaabar. I don't know, bro. I know him as Yalla. You know what I'm talking about? And I know Yalla is a great man. You feel me? What's going on, sis?
I don't know if I'm but who did you say that the brother said that she was? Like when he said that's you?
Who?
Like, okay. You said that the brother said you was someone when he said that's
Brother, nobody said I was somebody. He was talking about, okay, so we was talking about the people that left Christ, right? And when he said drink my blood, eat my body, people left him after that, right? So then when he left them, we were like brothers left him, and I was like, I told Cap, I said, I don't think I could do that. I could see him walk on water, see him water in the wine, you know what I mean, bringing people back from the dead. I don't think I'll be able to leave him like that. He's like, nigga, that was you. You know what I mean? It was just speaking in general, like, you know what I mean? We was the ones that left him. You know what I mean? It was only 12 disciples that followed Christ. He was doing all, there's no book of Lazarus. Lazarus was Christ's partner. He you know what I mean? And when he came to see Lazarus was already like wrapped up, decaying, and he brought him back to life. Boom, 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 boom. It was like, oh snap. And Lazarus was like, water, shalom, and walked off. He did not follow Christ. He was not like, think you brought me back to life. Whatever you want me to do, I'm doing it. No, he was like, hey, shalom, water. And went on about his business. I got you, Capiar. It's crazy, right? It's crazy because we devote our life to Christ now. Just think about all the Christian church. The Christian church says, I love Christ and I'll do this and I'll do that for Christ. And you celebrate Christmas? Yeah, give up Christmas for Christ. Oh, I don't know about that. You don't really believe in Christ? We were sitting there talking to a man yesterday, and he would not. I said, well, stop sinning. I don't. He was like, well, I'm not perfect. So you telling me you're still gonna go sin? Yeah, I can't be perfect, man. So you telling me you're gonna go sin? You're still gonna go sin? Yeah, nobody's perfect. I said, bro, I don't sin. We don't sin. So you're gonna sit here with a straight face and tell me that you don't sin? Yeah, nigga, we don't sin. Like, and before we sin, I'm not before we, good night. I said, we don't sin. And before we try to think we're going to make a wrong decision, we call and get counsel. Hey, is this, and this, that? Well, that's against the law to do that. It is. I promise you. I promise you. But they don't believe, they can't understand that because they really want to do wickedness. They really want to be wicked. Caviar, go ahead. What's up, mama? What you got a question too? You got a question too? Okay, I got you. What's the question? Okay, well, sometimes mommies and daddies gotta be mean, okay? Sometimes they gotta give you, they gotta tell you, hey, shh. Sometimes they can't just pick you up all the time. Sometimes you gotta sit there and you gotta crawl around, and so you can get used to your legs and your arms and move around. Sometimes you just gotta get some tummy time so you can learn how to lift up your head. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta get your head up, and you gotta you know what I mean, you gotta lift your neck up, and it's called tummy time. It's gonna help you crawl so you can crawl around the house. You gotta watch the Rugrats. No, don't watch the Rugrats. No, don't watch the Rugrats. You gonna be breaking out of your little nah. I love the Rugrats too, but they was getting in a lot of trouble. Reptar. Nah, don't do that. Yeah. Don't. Hey Arnold was mine, boy. Hey Arnold was on. They was like 10 years old, walking around, going around the city on the bus and all that. Nah, I think it's like New York, but they was going all the way around the city. I was like, what is going on? Yeah, I'm 10 years old. I don't go nowhere. They was like 10 years old around the whole city, bro. They was going to concerts by themselves and everything. Like, no, I ain't like that in New York. You ain't going around the city. Not at 10, maybe like 14, 15. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now? Yeah. Well, that's because they got the means to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, but they, hey, tell your daddy send a black car for me. Okay. Yeah, like you feel me? Nowadays, you know what I mean? I don't. You can't even trust Ubers. You can't trust Uber drivers nowadays. You know what I mean? Like you can't really trust nobody around your kids. You know what I mean? Except in here, I came in here and handed my boy right to you. Hey, you feel me? I can care. This is a place where I can just I ain't worried about it. What they doing? Oh, I ain't whatever. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? I know somebody looking. Yeah, you can't do that out there. But in here, I know somebody watching them. Somebody gonna see something. You feel me? Hey, stop doing that. To what? Real talk. Yes, you too. Yes, you too, mama. Yes. She's just looking at me. That's crazy. What's up, Caviar?
I said, like, what if it was in the same spirit? Like, because there was this one time where, like, Cap would just be like, "Man, you remind me of this person in the Bible." Like, what if was it kind of like in that same spirit where Christ was talking to what's his name?
John the Baptist.
John the Baptist, or did he actually know who he was, or like?
You want to get it?
Okay.
It's Matthew 11 and 12, 13, something like that. Yeah, Matthew 11 and 12. 11 and 11. At one point in time, I did not know these scriptures. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Matthew 11, yeah.
I'd have been like,
Matthew 11 and 11. It says, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 11 and verse 11. Verily I say unto you, among them that are born of woman, there hath not risen a greater than John the Baptist.
Stop. See? As everybody that was born of women, and these is Christ speaking, right?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Christ is saying, look, out of everybody that was born a woman, ain't nobody was better than John the Baptist. John the Baptist, he that N-word. He that brother. He's him. Yeah. John the Baptist, that's my dog. Go ahead. They was cousins.
Notwithstanding, he that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he.
Why is that?
Because
he said, he that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than John the Baptist. No, it's because John the Baptist was the greatest, and then he baptized Christ. Well, he put Christ on the water, and okay, he baptized Christ, put Christ under the water, and then he didn't follow Christ after the torch was passed over to Christ, right? Because John the Baptist was doing a great work. Then when Christ came, all John the Baptist, all of his disciples was supposed to be Christ's disciples, but he didn't do that. He kept on with his water baptism, and he kept on doing what he was doing. That's he split the spirits. That's why today they do water baptism in a Christian church, and it's more than one spirit, more than one baptism. You feel me? All of them supposed to be following the baptism of Christ, but they're still following the baptism of John the Baptist.
So like you, sir, my family said that you can't be saved if you don't have a water baptism.
I know. That's what everybody Christians say. That's what everybody Christians say. It's crazy, ain't it? It's crazy, ain't it? But the baptism of Christ, keep going, Caviar. We finna go. Look, keep going. Because it's finna get into the water baptism and the fire baptism, right? Keep going.
Verse 12. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence.
It suffered what?
Violence.
Before this, they was killing people that was preaching and prophesying and shit like that. That's why John the Baptist was in prison. John the Baptist got beheaded, and he didn't even follow Christ. John the Baptist didn't even follow Christ, and he got beheaded. You dig what I'm saying? It was Herod. Herod, he didn't even want to do it. His daughter came and was like, "I want John the Baptist on a platter." Oh, it's crazy, right? For her birthday.
Was she white?
Yeah, King Herod, he was a Idumean. Idumean. It is. It's not supposed to be. That's why we don't celebrate birthdays. Because you feel like on your birthday you can do whatever you want, whatever you need to do. On your birthday, you can be like, yeah, I'm gonna be a 304 and this and that, and then you know what I mean, doing everything to disobey God, and then I'm still gonna be good because it's my birthday. F it up, girl. That's how they. I'm sorry, I watching too many videos. Getting ready for the podcast. Go ahead, Caviar. Keep going.
And the violence take it by force.
Keep going.
Verse 13. For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John.
Right. Everybody was prophesying and like, oh, I'm right. And then John the Baptist came and started prophesying, and he was actually right. Right. Keep going.
Verse 14. And if ye will receive it.
If you will what?
And if you will receive it.
If you will receive it. If you receive it, go ahead.
This is Elias.
Is who?
Elias.
Who's Elias? It's Elijah. They talking about John the Baptist is Elijah. If you will receive it, because even back then they didn't understand it. Even back then they didn't understand it. They didn't. Everything that happens now was happening back then, except Jesus being black. They knew Jesus was black because everybody back then was dark skinned, right? But it was like they was having all the same battles about did God turn away his people? Is eating pork okay? You know what I mean? It was all the same battles. It's crazy, right?
So he knew who he was because of the prophecies.
Who?
Like Christ, he knew who Elijah was because of the prophecies.
He knew who Elijah was because of the prophecies.
Come on,
yes, but also he just knew because he was Christ. He had the understandings. Everybody didn't have the understanding. You know how Cap says sometimes the Cap say some shit like, damn, I didn't know that. Yeah, because you just what they say to you, Caviar, you need a little bit more hot sauce.
Almost seasoning is Mr. Hilton.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy that's when it's talking about hot sauce seasonings, seasons. You just need more winters. You need more. You know what I mean? That's why General Muhammad is so amazing, because he's had a lot of seasons, and he's been under the foot. I'm not gonna say under the foot, but he's been under the tutelage of commanding General Yohana. So imagine you can just ask all these questions, and then what about this, and what about that, and this, that, and you know what I mean? And all the generals, you know what I mean? That's why Commander General Yohana always gets up to him like, I remember my road dogs, because you know what I mean? I like with Q. Where you at, Q? I like when he does that. I be like, yeah, all the homies. You know what I mean? Because I mean, who are you without your brothers? Who are you without your brothers? You know what I mean? You just a lonely Israelite. You dig what I'm saying? You just what we call them? You call an individualite. You know what I mean? Sometimes we can't even get it together without our brothers and our sisters. Real talk. How can we do anything without our brothers and our sisters, right? Keep going. Is it going to talk about the fire baptism and water baptism? It's not Matthew 11. No, it's not Matthew 11. When it's talking about when Christ he said he's gonna I'll baptize you with water, but the one coming is Matthew the 3rd chapter. Get that for me. Where it's talking about I baptize you in water, and then but the one coming after me will baptize you with fire. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm gonna cut somebody to piss one day with this. Matthew 3 and 11. So it's not Matthew 11 and 3. I was close. I was close. I'm trying to tell you. Be upset, mama. Give him hell. Yeah. I know. It's all her fault. I know it's all her fault. She don't want to hold me. Oh, she want Capiar. She wants you, Capiar. She see you. She was like, she wanted you. What? She don't want the mama. I'm a daddy's girl. Don't worry, Caviar. One day she would leave you alone and go play with toys and draw pictures and be like, Daddy, look, it's us. Hang it on the fridgie. The fridgie. Y'all got that for me though? What's up? Oh Lord. Don't worry, Caviar. One day she will leave you alone, and you be like, "Dang, well, I ain't heard from my daughter in a minute." You got to get up and go find her. You feel me? I'm telling you. What you doing in here, baby? I'm watching whatever they watch. Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 3, verse 11. I indeed baptize you with water,
right,
unto repentance.
Right. You said you hear that? That's talking about the water baptism. He said, I go ahead, read it one more time.
This book of Matthew, chapter 3, verse 11. I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance.
Right.
But he that cometh after me is mightier than I.
He's mightier than him, talking about Christ, right? Go ahead.
Whose shoes I am not worthy to bear.
Right. I can't even put on his shoes, let alone try to do what he do. Go ahead.
He shall baptize you with the Holy Spirit.
He shall baptize you with what?
The Holy Spirit.
Go ahead.
And with fire.
And with what?
And with fire.
So how come the water baptism is literal, right? When you got to be baptized with water, but Christ's baptism ain't literal when you got to be baptized with fire. If everybody's dipping themselves in water, everybody should also, if they say they believe in Christ, should be putting oil on themselves and lighting themselves on fire. If dipping themselves in water is literal, then fire is literal. Because it's not literal at all. They don't want to go through no pain for Christ. That's what the fire is. You ever seen somebody detoxing off of drugs? They are sweating, they getting cold chills, they can't sleep, they seeing things because they're detoxing off of drugs. They was using drugs to live. Now using something else to live that's not drugs. So now they're just they got cold sweats. They can't eat. They're physically sick. They're throwing up. That's fire. That's pain for Christ because you want to clean yourself up. That's pain. Nobody wants to go through that. Guess what you did? You went through that. Guess what he did? He went through that. She went through that. I went through that. He went through that. We're going through these things. It's a hard thing to not to have your family be like, boy, you crazy as hell. I don't want to deal with you. It's hard to lose your family, kids, a wife, a husband, mothers, sisters, brothers. It's hard. It's not easy. They think it's easy that we just come in here and we clean ourselves up for Christ. But you know, the Lord gave us new brothers, new mothers, new kids, new fathers. You dig what I'm saying? If I didn't have these kids, I'd just go get Dawada's boys. Hey, Officer Dawad, I'm finna come grab your boys, man. We're gonna come grab them, y'all. I'm gonna take them go get some ice cream, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Word? You dig what I'm saying? Like real talk, like whenever y'all want to come get my boys, feel free. Just hey, feel free. I will have a backpack ready with diapers, changes of clothes, all of that. And if you want to take them to whatever park you want to take them to, be my guest, brother. Be my guest. All right. They old enough now where you can talk to them, and then you know what I mean. I got you. I even have extra water for you, so you can put an extra, you know what I mean. Whatever they like to drink, snacks, and all of that. You know what I mean. This come get them, please. You feel me? Right. You can. Hey, there's never a shortage of whatever you need here. You need another mother. There's plenty of older sisters that'll help you love your husband, show you how to love your husband. You do what I'm saying? You have a mother-in-law that'll show you how to love your husband. You do feel me? There you have a mother-in-law that'll show you how to love your children, your baby. You feel me? I'm just saying, bro. We got plenty of brothers, plenty of fathers. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? You know, and then he gave you away. He's like, look, Caviar, you got it, brother. You ever call him and he be like, did you call your camp leader? Did he ever tell you that? You ever call your dad for something? He be like, did you call your camp leader? No. Oh yeah. Cool. Cause I'm pretty sure Caviar probably asked him something like, did you call your camp leader? I enjoy that. I remember when Yaquab told me that. Yaquab was like, yeah, I asked my dad something. What'd he say? He told me to call Godiwa. I laughed. I said, ain't that the truth? Yeah. Call your camp leader, bro. You're my son, but you call your camp leader. That is the funniest thing to me, bro. But it's real. It's real. It's real. You know why they do that? Because it'd be wrong to let it. I'm not gonna say it'd be wrong, but it's not giving us an opportunity to grow as leaders. You feel me? How can I learn how to handle the problem if you never give me the problem to handle? Make sense? Right? How can you ever learn how to cook if nobody ever gave you the tools to know to cook? You know what I'm talking about? It's that simple. It's that simple. Where we at? What time we at? 150. Are we going to like 220? Okay. Any more questions? No questions. All right. Give me Proverbs 31. Start at verse 1. What's up, mama? You think she's just looking at me like, bro, What you doing up there? Like, she's just looking. Hey, she's just looking at me, bro. It's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. She ain't. I don't even think she ever really looked at me. And she just like, what y'all doing? Like her eyes are open to the world right now. Like, bro, what y'all doing up there? I'm like, you call it's amazing type shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm amazed. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's just like up, like what? Like, bro, I got a question. Yeah, I got a question. Like, it's crazy. Oh, my mind blown. Go ahead. My mind.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 1. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy of his mother, Salakia, the prophecy that his mother taught him.
Right. So this is King Lemuel, right? And then, but this is the prophecy that his mother's speaking to him, right? We all heard of the Proverbs 31, right? Right? You ever heard of Proverbs 31, right? A virtuous woman. Yeah, this is his mama giving him game on what type of woman to choose. You see what I'm saying? I know your mama didn't give you this game. I know your mama didn't give. I know it. I know your mama said, "Big, make sure you pick a man that's gonna pay all the bills and this and that and the third and that. You know what I'm saying? All the wrong. This mama told her son, "Hey, son, this is the woman you should choose." You gave him good game. This is the woman. This how you choose a woman. All right, I'm gonna let you know because I'm your mom and I love you. So this is how you should let your sons know. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 2. What, my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows? Verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women.
Do what?
Give not thy strength unto women.
What does that mean, sisters? No. It sounds like that's what it's saying, but it's not what it's saying. Okay, both of y'all are right and both of y'all are wrong. Type shit. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Don't make the woman your everything.
There we go. Don't make your woman your everything, right? Because your everything is to serve the Lord.
Right.
So don't make your woman like the reason. Because I know. Look, there's some brothers that's gonna come in here, and they're gonna be in here serving the Lord, and they woman gonna be like, "Oh nah, we don't do this. Multiple wives? Oh no, we don't do that." Right. And then he's gonna leave these walls because she doesn't agree. That's why I say yeah, but no. That's why I say yeah, but no, because like there's some things that women do that's excellent. You can run you can run that all you want to. You know what I'm talking about? You said what? You said what? The kids what? Oh yeah, what? Whatever. Okay. You said it's better for the kids to do what? All right, cool. Okay, no problem. What you need from me? You know what I'm talking about? Right? Am I wrong? What you need from me? Oh, I need you to help me get the kids ready because this, that, and the third. Okay, well, all right, I got you here. Come on, boy. Let's put these pants on. You dig what I'm saying? Some things women are good. Is good to run. You feel me? That's what I just said. So when I was asked, what you need from me? Oh, I need you to get the kids ready. Okay, I'm gonna get the kids ready. You know what I mean? Ain't that following your direction? Okay. Don't let your woman run you. I like the way you put it better, but I agree. I agree with what you said. Don't let your woman run you. All right. I agree. Go ahead.
nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
Right. Read that one more time. Start from the beginning of that. Don't I'm about to say don't let your woman run you.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women,
Right.
nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
Right. Meaning like don't let them keep you away from the law, statutes, and commandments or the Lord, because that's what destroys men. You understand that? So I'm gonna say it. I ain't picking on nobody, but don't make your man late for class. I ain't saying it. I ain't gonna say it. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not gonna say no names. Don't let your man be late for class. Making sure he's early, making sure he's ready for class. Hey, we got class in 2 hours. All right, I'm gonna get this ready. All right, I need you to do this. Let's go ahead and get up out of here if we can make it. Sometimes you got to run him like that. So, hey, well, and is there something wrong with that? No, ain't nothing wrong with that, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that when y'all going with the Lord. When y'all going to serve the Lord in class or something, you be like, hey babe, we got class in 2 hours. All right, I'm gonna do this. Can you get the baby girl ready? And then we're gonna maneuver, we're gonna do this so we can get up out of here at 11:30 so we can make it to class at noon. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that with you know what I mean? Shit, all right. You know what I mean? What is going on with? Why do you want to lay on the ground? Okay. Yeah, all right. Okay. Well, that's your husband. So I mean, if he wake you up early to go to class, what's the problem? Get up. Get up. This is the opposite of those. This is opposite day. Now it's talking about what you have to do to make sure he's on point. You know what I mean? If you gotta wake up a little bit early so that way he got a good breakfast for camp and his long day at camp and Sabbath service and all of that, then I mean, if that's what you got to do, shit, okay. You feel me? Don't you wash his clothes and you make sure he got clean clothes for work? Why don't you make sure you got clean clothes for camp to serve the Lord? You feel me? I ain't in that. You feel me? I like when my wife wash my clothes. They smell better. If I wash my clothes, they don't smell right. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know what she uses, but when I do it, it just don't smell the same. Smell a little sweaty still. You know what I mean? If she do it, I'll be like, hey. It's like those fresh game commercials. It's some things that women are better at than men. What's wrong with that? All right, go ahead. Come on, go ahead.
Verse 4. It is not for kings, O Lemuel. It is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes to strong drink. Verse 5. Lest they drink and forget the law and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted.
Right. So he's telling me, like, you can look, if you're gonna drink, go ahead and get you some drink. But don't drink and forget the law. Don't drink and forget the judgment of God. Right? Because the king deals out judgment. The king knows the laws to deal out the judgment, right? He's saying that don't drink and forget your principle. Don't drink and forget the wisdom that the Lord put upon you. Don't drink and forget what you're supposed to do in life and what you're supposed to do for God. You feel me? Right? This is mama giving his son good game. Go ahead. Oh, that's a good class. Good game.
Right. Verse 6. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish.
right? Somebody that feel like they want to die and that they ain't got no hope. Hey man, take this drink. Shut up. Let's go. Let's go serve the Lord. Go ahead.
And wine unto those that be of a heavy heart.
Right. Sometimes you feel sad. Sometimes you're down, and sometimes you just need that drink. Not everybody though. Sometimes alcoholics, they just down because they can't get a drink. And them the ones that's not supposed to drink, because they drink and they're gonna forget the law of the judgment, and they're gonna forget the law of God, and they're gonna forget, they're gonna not care about anything that goes on, and they're gonna just get drunk. We all know people like that. Go ahead.
Verse 7, let him drink and forget his poverty.
Right. Let him drink and forget his poverty. I need to drink too. Just 'cause I'm broke too. You feel me? Go ahead.
And remember his misery no more.
Right. So that way he can, his struggle, his pain, all of that. So that way he can get rid of that. You know what I mean? This is a mama giving her son good game. Go ahead.
Verse 8, open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 9, open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy.
Right. So you tell them, hey, don't forget the low people. Don't forget the people that's poor and the needy. You know what I mean? Be a good king. Don't listen to the rich and whatever. You know what I mean? If they want to oppress the poor, don't let them oppress the poor. You be the hero for the poor and the needy. Right? He's giving them good game about being a good man. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 10, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
Right? It says who can find a virtuous woman? Hey, come here, boy. Come here. Come here. Come on. Yeah, I see that smile. Come on. Yeah. He like being in trouble. Come on. Come on. It says, read that one more time, Sly.
Verse 10, who can find a virtuous woman?
Right? It says, who can find a virtuous woman? Right? Talking about, so a woman that's not virtuous, it's plenty of them out here. A virtuous woman, it's not that many. Oh, we got some questions. All right, I'm gonna handle this. Let me finish this.
For her price is far above rubies.
Price is far above rubies. You know what a ruby is? What is a ruby? I need your mics. Oh,
a rare jewel.
A rare jewel. Yeah, but what's up, boy? You all right? So, what is a ruby? A ruby is a rare jewel, right? Give me some more characteristics of a ruby.
It's red. It's
A ruby ain't just red. A ruby is a colorful jewel, right? What, you ever heard of a diamond? A diamond is a girl's best friend? Lies. A diamond is worthless. That's why they can make lab diamonds, because it's a clear diamond. It's worth nothing. A real, you ever seen the movie Blood Diamond? Okay, in the Blood Diamond, they was pulling diamonds in Africa out of the river or lake, whatever. They was pulling diamonds out, clear diamonds. He found a red one. They hunted him the whole movie for a red diamond, for a red ruby, for for a colorful stone. The colorful.
I've seen a scene of that.
Yeah, colorful stones are rare. You know what I mean? Colorful stones are rare. Like those jewels are rare. When they found the Native Americans over here, they had all types of jewelry, like all types of colorful jewels woven into their clothes and stuff like that. The women did. The men didn't have it like that, but they had it in their teeth. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, they had it in their teeth, but the women had in their dresses. They had rubies and colorful stones and stuff like that. Beautiful. Go ahead.
Verse 11, the heart of her husband doth safety trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil.
Right, go ahead.
Verse 12, she will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
Right, go ahead.
Verse 13,
Do I need to break that down? We understand that, right? We understand that she'll do him good all the days of his life, meaning she ain't gonna be like Eve. You know, Eve. I was true. I was like Jesus. I knew it. I knew it. Huh? Nothing. He just had his fingers. Bro, there's nothing on the table. There's nothing on the table. I don't know. I don't. Don't put that in your mouth though. Right? So she won't be like Eve. You know how Eve brought Adam some bad things and he lost the kingdom? She's saying don't choose a woman like that. Choose a woman that's a good. I wouldn't say he was a simp. He just trusted his wife. You ever made some food for your husband and he come home and he just like, oh, thank you, baby. Right. What if it was pork? It's not his fault, but I know that's it right here. She will do him good and not evil. That means you would have did him evil. That's just what happened with Adam. It was just that simple. He didn't know what it was. He you know what I mean? She was just like, hey, yeah, here, take this. Oh, what's this? Wine. Oh, and it's pork juice. Yeah. Pork juice mixed in with the wine. That's crazy, right? But it was just like, you know what I mean? Because Adam's the man. Responsibility. Yep. Having a wife is a responsibility.
Right.
Having a wife is responsibility. You have to be responsible for everything that wife does. That wife goes to Passover and cuss out everybody and then they know they're gonna be like you this and you that. They're gonna be like, But your husband, he's gonna get the grunt of it. He's gonna get the grunt of it, trust me. Hey, chill out. You all right? Chill, bro. Chill. I had you down there, man. You was tripping. Look at his face. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 13. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands.
Right? We always keeping her hands busy doing something. You know what I mean? Gardening. Is it flax seeds? Gardening, doing something, sewing something. You know what I mean? Keeping her hands busy. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 14. She is like the merchant's ships. She bringeth her food from afar.
Right? Go ahead. Always looking for resources, giving resources, bringing resources to her husband. Go ahead.
Verse 15. She rises also while it is yet night and giveth meat to her household and a portion to her maidens.
Right. Even he rising up early, making dinner, making breakfast. Making sure her husband got some good food so he can go out in the world and fight the earth. Hey, what is going on with you, bro? What's up? You sleepy? You gotta be sleepy or something. Keep going. Go to the next verse.
Verse 16. She considereth a field and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands, she planteth a vineyard.
Hey, bringing back that munyan. In the words of Officer Karab, man, that's my brother. You know what I'm talking about? In the word that munyan, as she buying fields, plots of land. You know what I mean? There was a sister in Philly that purchased the school building that they in now. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Real talk. Like, yeah, they doing, you know what I mean? They doing like they doing the work. You dig what I'm saying? They want to make that election sure. You dig what I'm saying? They try to do stuff for the school. They ain't doing stuff for their household. They like, shit, well, that the school is my household. So we need some decorations or whatever. We got it. I'm getting it. I'm gonna get with the other sisters. We're gonna put some money together and get decorations. You dig what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure we get a food program. We're gonna make sure we go get some food, bring it to our store highs. You know what I mean? Y'all need help with the lights, the rent. Y'all need help with the bills. We got it. Don't worry about that. We're gonna send this much money every, you know what I mean? They different. That's a virtuous woman. Ooh-wee. Hey, chill out, man. What's going on? What's up, Caviar?
No, I was gonna say, kind of piggyback on what you were saying about earlier, like how you get in trouble and not them, like how the husband gets in trouble and not the woman.
Calm down, my boy. I know you want to get down, but you wasn't acting right.
I was gonna bring out scripture
about what?
About how the husbands get in trouble, not the woman or their wives.
All right, give me what you got.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 22. It says, "Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as unto the Lord." Verse 23, "For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body." But I was gonna say, like, because like even like, it's the same way, like even for like the school, because you get in trouble instead of us getting in trouble.
Real talk.
Like,
real talk.
Something happens.
Real talk. Yeah, call you. Hey man, what's going on with your wife? Huh? What you mean? Well, we was at this, that, and that happened. It did? You know what I'm talking about? I didn't even know what happened. Wait a minute. She said what? Oh, let me think about it. Like, you be like, I don't know, sir. Well, you need to handle that. Well, how do you suggest I handle it, sir? I don't know. I'm at a loss right now. You feel me? Well, this is what you need to do. You know what I mean? As always, you know what I mean? Well, oh no, I thought you handed him the mic. Okay. When? You gotta. I'm dealing with the big-headed ass kid. We got a big head like your daddy. Oh, dang. Go ahead.
Verse 17. She guarded her loins with strength and strengthened her arms.
Right? Girded her loins? Right? It said girded
her loins with strength.
With strength, right? And strengthened her arms. Talking about like I don't want to say she's working out, but she's keeping that thing tight. meaning she's like she's childbearing. Right. She's childbearing. It makes sense? Her loins? She ain't got no loins, but she's girded her loins. She's childbearing. No? I'm talking about, y'all understand it? About her childbearing? Oh, okay. That's how we talk. Huh? Yeah, she's keeping fit and childbearing, being able to childbear, taking care of herself, basically, physically. I'm sorry, I don't know how else not to talk in slang. You know, I've been talking in slang all my life. I had to fight. You like it? It's good. It's good. Go ahead.
Verse 18. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night.
Right. All right. Here, take this, bro. We got some. Oh man, there's some questions. I can't really maneuver because I got this one right here tripping. What? No. It's like a child.
Okay, we have a question from Genor or Ramirez 553:13.
Okay.
Why was Jesus called the son of David?
Because he was from the loins and lineage of David. What's that? Acts 5 and not Acts 5, not Acts 5 and 30. Is it John 5 and 30? Oh, I think it is for Acts 5 and 30.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 5, verse 30. The God of our father raised up Jesus, whom ye slew and hang on a tree.
No, I don't think that's it. Oh, hey, chill. All right, bro. You gonna get it's something in 30. Bro, I can't. Thank you. I'm getting it right now. Acts 2 and 30. Oh my goodness. Acts 2 and 30. I knew it was something. Acts something in 30, bro. God. Good night. Good night. I need my officers. Hey, I need to be.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 30.
Right.
Therefore, being a prophet, and knowing that God has sworn with an oath to him.
Right, talking about Christ, the oath or the oath to David, right? Because Christ gave the oath to, I mean, not Christ, the Most High gave the oath to David that the line that he's always, his line is always going to rule, right? Go ahead.
That of the fruit of his loins, according to the flesh, he will raise up Christ to sit on his throne.
Right, talking about he's from his loins. You feel me? And instead talking about the flesh, so it has to be talking about like from his seed, right? Go ahead.
Verse 31. He seen this before spake of the resurrection of Christ, that his soul was not left in hell, neither his flesh did see corruption.
I'm sorry. Verse 29, Slakia.
The book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 29. Men and brethren, let me freely speak unto you of the patriarch David.
Right? Now he's talking about speaking of the patriarch David, right? He's talking about King David. Go ahead.
That he is both dead and buried.
That he's dead. David dead. He buried. Right? Go ahead.
And his
sepulcher
is with us until this day.
What's a sepulcher? No. A sepulcher? Yeah, it's like some rulership. I think what you're talking about is like yeah, it's like a staff, like rulership, like the sepulcher, like you know what I mean, the rod, the sepulcher, the staff. It basically is something that a ruler holds, right? So he's talking about his rulership, right? Go ahead.
Verse 30. Therefore, being a prophet and knowing that God has sworn with an oath to him that of the fruit of his loins, according to the flesh,
right,
he will raise up Christ to sit on his throne.
Right, sit on that throne that sit on David's throne. That's why he was from the seed of the loins of David. He was from the loins of Christ. Is it John 1:45? They can't hear me. Test. Man. There's one in Revelations too, right? Revelations 5 and 9, I think. Is it Revelations 5 and 9, Caviar? Revelations 5 and 9, talking about the seed of David. Yeah. No, I was talking about the Joseph, right? Yeah. Yeah, but how Christ is from the seed of David. Is Matthew 1? Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to go through the whole lineage. You don't go through the whole lineage? Ah. Oh, okay, there it is. Oh, no, Romans 1 and 3. There we go. Huh.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 3, concerning his son Jesus Christ our Lord, which was made of the seed of David according to the flesh.
Right. According to the flesh. It's not even spiritual Israel. It ain't it ain't spiritual seed of David. Spiritual David. It's talking about the actual seed of David. There's another one in 2 Timothy 2 and 8. Uh-huh. We're gonna end it after this. Just to laugh. Is there another question? Can they hear me now?
Yeah, he said something.
All right.
This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 8. Remember that Jesus Christ of the seed of David was raised from the dead according to the gospel, to my gospel.
There it is. It's all over the Bible that Christ is from the seed of David. I don't think anybody has ever questioned that, except Donald. Remember that day Donald said that Jesus was from he was like he's from the tribe of Benjamin. Y'all remember that? I thought, that's what I said. I just started laughing. I said, "Oh my God," you feel me? Yeah, that is wild. That is wild. You feel me? I said, "All right, never mind." Another question? Are we good?
My question is, why does it say he was hung from a tree?
It's just because crosses are made out of wood. So they literally had that back then. It wasn't going to Home Depot buying wood. They literally had to cut down a tree. Literally.
I was thinking that that there were people who were actually hung from trees back then. Hung from trees.
Nah. I'm not gonna say no. They wasn't being hung by trees because of course that's like what they're gonna hang by. But when they crucified cross, it was crucified cross. When they crucified Christ, it was on a cross. But crosses, it was made out of wood from who's back? He's over here. Ain't there a baby over here? Yeah, he does. Yeah, we might have to put something right there. Get down. Get down. Or it get real in here. But that's the basis of it. It was just a tree. Like the wood that was made was from a tree. So they had to literally cut down the tree, 2 trees to make the wood. To make the cross. That makes sense?
That makes sense.
All right. Are they fighting? Who won? Is there any more questions?
No, sir.
All right. With that, I pass the class over to priest and officer. You call y'all. You said what?
This is the Isupk security announcements. We are the Isupk, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to shed themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. My Ishra, which means 10th in the Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Memorial blowing of the trumpets. First day of the 7th month. That's September 11th. You can find this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verses 24 through 25. Remember to check the bulletin board by the doorway. And if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pant, headband, scarf. This concludes the Isupk security announcements. And with that, men of Israel, Amajim, which means stand, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Man Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Barakatah, Yadim Matah. Sar faces sisters Amajim. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters, men of Israel, Aman Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shamar, Lathah Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Yahweh Shamar, Lathah Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Yadim Matah, class dismissed.